king is back. The king is back doing an analysis on Demon Slayer. Now, I haven't fully watched Demon Slayer, but those 3 episodes were enough to tell me that Demon Slayer is just a Dororo ripoff. Now, Dororo is a manga slash anime. The anime it debuted in 2019, but Dororo follows a main character who is pretty much a samurai, and he goes around slaying demons. It's just like there's nothing remotely interesting or new about Demon Slayer. Um, the only reason why people like Demon Slayer is because of the animation and the fights. Now, if you're just watching Demon Slayer for the animation and the fights, it's like okay, cool, right? But if you actually think that Demon Slayer has a complex, deep story that just something you have never seen before, then that lets me know that A, you have not watched many anime, and B, you're just a shonen tard. You don't know what you're talking about, and you're just not meant to be taken seriously. Now, see, Demon Slayer has top of the line, art and animation produced by Mappa. I'm pretty sure, or some other studio. I'm probably thinking of Jujutsu Kaisen, but anyways, it's like even though I don't really like the animation Demon Slayer, I find like scenes like this, and I'll pull it up in a second. But Demon Slayer is just so generic. It's just like the main character. I forgot his name, but the main character goes around. He kills demons. His sister in the beginning. His family dies to some demons, but his sister, magically doesn't die because of shonen. And it's just like, come on. So you're telling me that out of everyone who dies, his sister just magically doesn't die and turn into a demon just because? And um, like I've said in the past, just your typical never give up and everything works out, type of story. I quote, and it's just like it's so generic. It's just like when have we not seen this type of stuff before? Why can't it be like okay, everyone dies. Maybe he makes an ally slash rival along the way. Like okay, yes, we've seen stories like that before, but at least it's more fresh because we haven't seen that in a while. First of all, and second of all, it's not just okay. It's not plot convenience at its finest. Like he makes an ally slash rival in a way, and they're not really a perfect example. So I watched. I remember watching Samurai Champloo, and I love Samurai Champloo. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. Samurai Champloo, Mugen and Gene. I'm pretty sure that's his name. They're not really friends. They're kind of like opposites, but opposites attract. So they're kind of like opposite of each other, like in terms of their mental. And they follow this girl on the journey, her journey to find the man who smells like roses, right? And Mugen and Jean are like they kind of like parallel and grow. We get to see their perspectives throughout their journey of helping this girl, and we get to see how their characters are changing and how they're actually more similar, but like at first they start off very different, but they're more similar. They come to the terms of they're actually pretty similar to each other, right? And we get to see them not necessarily become just friends and buddy buddies, but they form some sort of tight bond, right? It could have been, I would have appreciated it more if it was something like that. If Demon Slayer was something like, okay, I could actually take seriously, deaths weren't meaningless. It wasn't, oh, let's just get rid of this character just because we don't need him in a plot anymore. He's not important to the plot. It's none of that. It's just your typical shonen. Um, and it just isn't doing anything remotely, original. The only reason why people like this is I promise you, take away the animation. Take away the animation. Demon Slayer has nothing besides the art and animation. Even the characters are just super generic. Like the main character, or the main characters, I should say, are super generic looking. There just isn't like there isn't anything remotely cool about their designs. You got this ugly pig face character, and it's just like, come on. This isn't to hate on Demon Slayer, but it's just like Demon Slayer is so overhyped. And for the people who say, "Come on, man, you haven't even watched it, man. Come on, man." Now you're damn right. I'm probably not ever gonna watch Demon Slayer. I might read the manga. I might read the manga. Just dude, you have to watch it to get the full experience. How do you know if it's garbage or not? Uh, like I said, Demon Slayer, I've already proven my points. Demon Slayer is not doing anything remotely original. It's just, your typical story where it's just a bunch of, action. So if you love action and animation and art, watch Demon Slayer, yes. Modern anime. If you come for those three things, then watch Demon Slayer. But it's not doing anything special. If you read the manga, you realize how bad Demon Slayer actually is and how boring and convoluted it is. Just plot holes galore. Nothing remotely deep or interesting about the story. It's kind of like, it's almost like a revenge quest. And it turns into this boring fetch quest. It's just like, come on, you can't be taken seriously if you like Demon Slayer. Like I said, Demon Slayer is just a Dororo ripoff, and I take Dororo, any day over Demon Slayer. What else? What else? What else do I want to touch upon? Oh yeah, just like I said, just watch Dororo and see the similarities. It's not completely similar, but just see the similarities in both of them. Um, Let me see. I think I have another topic. Give me a second. All right. It's off of Demon Slayer. I've been rewatching Hibernate Rime. I'm on the first episode. I'm rewatching Spice and Wolf. I'm rewatching. I already started rewatching Welcome to the NHK. I'm on my first watch of the Disastrous Life of Saki K. I already rewatched Gangster. Did a review. So I have a lot of reviews coming up. I rewatched Revolution Girl Athena. I already made a review, or actually I made two reviews. One in the movie. I haven't watched, like, that was my first run on the movie, but I did rewatch the anime and make the review. So that's down. Hunter x Hunter. I'm still rewatching that. I'm on episode 21, so I'm on the first season. Um, and it's just like, or I'm on the first arc. But anyways, um, I have a lot of anime that I need to rewatch. Psychopaths, I'm gonna rewatch that. I already rewatched Hellsing. I I'm so biased towards Hellsing because I love blood and gore, so it's like, okay. I'm rewatching Ergo Proxy on the third episode. Death Parade, rewatching that. I just started. I'm like minutes in. Surreal Experiments Lane. I'm on episode 2 on a rewatch. Bakemonogatari. Now I don't even know which Bakemonogatari series, or because they have like different spin-offs and everything. I don't know which one I'm on specifically in terms of a rewatch, but I'm definitely rewatching Bakemonogatari. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I want to touch upon Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So we all know it's a boring fetch quest. I've already made videos on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, or just not necessarily a dedicated video, but I've already mentioned it in some of my other videos. Um, what else? Attack on Titan. Convoluted, bad story that tries to be deep and complex and fails, and it's just like, okay, well, this is Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan tries to be an epilogue, right? A boring epilogue. So the first 3 seasons isn't the main story, quote unquote, right? They find out they're trapped on some island, and they're trying to find a way to get out. Once they get out, they realize the main character, his goals don't change at all. They just his priorities change. The main character has no. There is not a single character in Attack on Titan with character development. See, it's like in Dragon Ball, you actually have some character development and some decently written story. I take Dragon Ball any day over Attack on Titan. Hell, I'll take Naruto over Attack on Titan. Vinland Saga. I was just speaking about Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga. I take Vinland Saga any day over Attack on Titan. You know, Attack on Titan is strictly purely bad. See, and this is what I mean. Like, okay, I had someone say. And I never say their names. I had someone say to me, "Come on, man! Didn't you like Attack on Titan on your first watch?" Well, on a casual run, first of all, and I'll be honest, I wasn't even paying attention to Attack like while I was watching Attack on Titan because it was kind of boring, so I wasn't really paying attention that much, like in terms of the anime. Um, when I was watching, seasons 1 through season 3 again, right? So I wasn't paying attention. So I was like, okay, yeah, I enjoyed it because I had nothing else to watch, right? Because I wasn't really watching a bunch of anime and rewatching a bunch of anime until I got my Funimation account and until I started using a VRV account for my friend. But anyways, um, or a Verve. But anyways, so back then, back in like 2014, I rewatched or not rewatched. I read the Attack on Titan manga up to up to seasons 2, right? About 20 something chapters, I believe. Then I was like, you know what? This story isn't worth my while. Then some friends were like, "Hey man, you should watch Attack on Titan, man. It's really good. It's getting really good." I watch it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm like, in my head, I'm kind of thinking like, yo, what is the hype about? Because people have said to me, yo, Attack on Titan is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender, which we all know it isn't. Anyways, but Attack on Titan, it just the story changes every season. It never really, it kind of retcons pretty much everything it does. Like, I've already made videos on Attack on Titan, so if you want to go watch those videos, go ahead. I've pointed out every single retcon because I did read the entire Attack on Titan manga. Now, I will say that some of the chapters for season 3 I didn't read because I literally just watched season 3, so I didn't read those chapters. So I read seasons 1 through seasons 2, and then I read season 4. So I kind of skipped season 3 in terms of reading all the chapters. But Attack on Titan, like I said, it's nothing really special. In fact, Attack on Titan makes me think of Naruto because you got Eren being the main character. He's just pretty much a ripoff of Naruto. I'll take Naruto hell any fucking day over Eren. He's just some hothead who was gifted from the start, just gifted since birth. He got everything he wanted. Yes, Eren's parents die, just like Naruto. Wow. But he has all the Titan powers. He gets all the power ups. He's pretty much Jesus of the series, and you find out later on. Just like Naruto is pretty much Jesus when he gets like what Sage mode or whatever. When he's battling pain, he's pretty much Jesus at that point. He can literally revive people. He gets stronger than Kaguya at the end of the series, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just like the power scaling in Naruto is already broken in itself. But you try and take that same power scaling and Attack on Titan, it tries to be so grounded. It just doesn't work in Attack on Titan. Now Naruto, I can let it slide because it's more of like a shonen esque where it's like, okay, it's supposed to be all these supernatural things, but Attack on Titan is like, okay, it was supposed to be originally in the story before Isayama retconned the series and completely changed it to where it was just aliens manipulating their the Marlians and erasing their memories. Before, it was just Titans and humans. If you die, you were dead. It wasn't, oh, you can be brought back to life with a syringe with the Titan juice. It wasn't any of that. It was supposed to be more grounded, or so people were overhyping it and saying it was because they were saying, "Oh, come on, man, the characters can die," and they were trying to compare it to Game of Thrones. Now, see, the people who compare Attack on Titan to Game of Thrones back in season 1, before season 2 was even out, and before they even read season 2, they were casual watchers of both series. I've watched a bit of Game of Thrones. I haven't watched it all, but I heard the ending was terrible. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, Attack on Titan is not like Game of Thrones. The only reason why people say that is because they both kill off a lot of people. Now, Attack on Titan was mindless blood and gore back in season 1, and it still is throughout pretty much the entire series. But Attack on Titan only killed off characters, like I said, it didn't care about. Like, it never killed off any characters that it actually cared about or that were actually important to the plot. Like, literally, I'm pretty sure, like, what is her name? The meat girl Sasha. She was supposed to die like a few chapters back until she actually ultimately got killed off in season 4. And then, like, Aaron stopped, pretty much wasn't a character. Like I said, Aaron was always a bad character since season 1, but through seasons 3. But you know, Isayama had no use for him anymore and just killed him off because why not? For his original ending, right? And then he made another ending because he's just an incompetent writer that doesn't know what he's doing. He can't write for his life if his life depended on it. I mean, the man, it shows. He even disappointed the Attack on Titan fanboys. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's running 60 minutes. But yeah, you know, I'm rewatching a bunch of anime. I really want to get my rewatch in. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to rewatch Ergo Proxy, but I do want to get a rewatch in on that. I do want to get a rewatch on Ghost in the Shell, on the movie, the standalone complex, and the masterpiece, 1990 film, 1995 that is. And Ghost in the Shell is just amazing. If you want to give a story that has a complex, deep story a watch, give Ghost in the Shell a watch. Also, some anime comedy that I really want to watch. I want to watch Lucky Star. Yes, Lucky Star might be a bit corny and non-comedic for my level of thinking, and since I'm a lot older now, but Lucky Star is actually not a bad show. I ranked Lucky Star about a 6 or 7 on my anime list. And maybe, like I said, I keep teasing it, but if you want to see a my anime list video, if you gotten this far into the video, if you want to see my anime list tier list of some of the anime that I'm watching and some of the anime that I've already watched a while ago, then comment my anime list in the comments, interact. Um, and I'm probably gonna rewatch Monsters sometime soon. I would have to watch it on YouTube, unfortunately. I don't have any like sites that I can watch it on that I know of. But fortunately, or fortunate enough to where I can even watch the show, I do appreciate that Monster is at least on YouTube. I hope they don't take it down. Please don't take it down. Please do not take it down. Monster is not licensed. Don't take it down. Um, the author of Monster is just a fucking 10 out of 10 author. An amazing author. Hell, 11 out of 10. 12. 12 if you will. But I mean, he created a masterpiece of a seinen. A masterpiece. 20th Century Boys. I just watched a review on it. Now, I will have to read the manga for 20th Century Boys, but I heard 20th Century Boys tries to reel people in with, like, mystery bait. And it's just like, not. Now, I'm not saying that all mystery bait are bad, but not very many mystery bait stories, they don't really come out perfectly, if you will. Like, it'll try and reel you in with this big mystery, and then the plot twist is just some lame ass plot twist that really didn't have anything to do with the main story, for example. But it's just like, I have a lot of reviews coming soon. Once I finish these anime, Hibernate Remy, I might do that first because it is 12 episodes. Let me see how long Ergo Proxy is for a rewatch. Actually, oh boy, and Gangsta was just, it was so hard to watch. Like, it was so hard to watch that. Please, Like if you, like I said, if you watch Gangsta, you have to be bored out of your mind. And that day, that week, I was just bored. But yeah, let me see how many episodes Ergo Proxy is. So I got 12 on Hibernate Remme, and no, don't open Left 4 Dead. 12 on Hibernate Remme and 23 on Ergo Proxy. Now, I cannot wait to rewatch this show. I love the dark and depressing, you know, atmosphere and everything about the show and the mystery element behind it. I feel like Ergo Proxy, although it kind of falls on its, its story sometimes, and in some episodes, I feel like it does do the mystery quite well. And I wanted to end this video off with saying that we'll definitely be getting some more reviews.